What's the difference between the Karcher K3 and the K4 high pressure washer? First, I'm going to compare the basic versions, and then I'm going to show you the different versions within the K3 and K4 family of pressure washers from Karcher, and also mention where you can buy which versions, because not all versions are available in all countries. Let's get started. So Karcher says K3 is for the ambitious, K4 is for the advanced, removal of light to moderate dirt, and here K4 removal of moderate dirt also does not tell us so much, but I think the cleaning capacity is one of the best measures. So the K3, Karcher says, can clean 25 square meters or 270 square feet per hour, and the K4 can clean 30 square meters or 350 square feet per hour. And here I created some images which are supposed to represent those areas. So you can see, well, okay, the K4 can clean slightly more than the K3, but there's a big difference in the motor and the pump. So the K3 has a basic universal pressure washer pump with an air-cooled motor, and the K4 has a water-cooled induction motor for exceptional durability. So there's a big difference, and in a second we're going to check the technical specs and you will see there's a big difference there too. But I want to mention below in the video description I have some online shopping links. I would be happy if you use my links if you plan to buy a pressure washer online. So let's come to the technical data between the K3 and K4 pressure washer. So the power rating is 1600 watts for the K3 and 1800 watts for the K4. The pressure in bars is 20 to 120 for the K3 and up to 130 bars for the K4. If you're used to PSI, it's 300 to 1800, and the K4 goes to up to 1900 maximum PSI. So there's a little bit more pressure for the K4. Then if we check the water flow rate, there's 6.3 liters per minute. And the K4 with 7 liters per minute, so a little bit more here. If you're used to gallons, 1.44 to 1.5 gallons per minute, so there's not such a big difference. But remember, the cleaning capacity is kind of the pressure multiplied by the water flow rate, so a little bit more water flow rate and a little bit more pressure creates a much better cleaning result. Then the pressure hoses are basically the same length, but it depends on the what kind of offer or what kind of kit you're buying. There might be differences in the length, but here they are the same. There's some difference between the detergent application. The K3 has a detachable tank with a suction hose, and the normal version of the K4 has a plug and clean system, but I'm going to show this in a second too. But now I want to draw your attention to the weight differences. Here the weight without accessories for the K3 is 4.4 kilograms or 12.1 pounds. For the K4 it's 11.5 kilograms or 28.7 pounds. You see there's a big difference in weight. The weight peaks for the better quality of the pump and motor of the K4, and this is what I mentioned before here. The water-cooled induction motor for exceptional durability is obviously more heavy, and this is why the K4 is heavier than the K3 version. Let's check the high pressure washer application areas as recommended by Karcher themselves. So the K3, they ride bicycles, clean bicycles, gardening machines and tools, garden, terrace, balcony, furniture, terraces, small garden paths, flagstones, motorcycles and scooters. And for the K4, they also say you can clean small cars. Actually, there are many videos on YouTube where the people test the K2 or K3 for cleaning a car, but officially Karcher themselves recommend the K4 if you are intending to use it for cleaning your car. Let's compare the high pressure guns. Both the K3 and K4 are in theory also available with a very simple high pressure guns, but they are also both available with the power control guns, which means you have a display where you can see the pressure level on your high pressure gun, so you always know with what kind of pressure you're working with, because you can adjust the high pressure washer to different levels of pressure. But both versions are not available with the full control and the smart control, where you can adjust the pressure on the high pressure gun itself or on your smartphone. Even the K4, as far as I know, is not available with this functionality. As I mentioned before, the detergent application is a little bit different between the normal versions of the K3 and the K4. So the K3 has this detachable tank with a suction hose, so you can fill detergent into this tank and then put it back into the high pressure washer. And the K4 has the plug and clean system where you can insert the special Karcher detergent bottles into the high pressure washer. In the US, Canada and China, you have the Karcher K3 Follow Me with 1800 psi. This is made in China. The other versions are made in Germany. I'm not sure if it's relevant for you. I think for some people it can be very useful because it has the wheels, so it can follow you around. The K4 comes in 3 different versions, the compact, the normal and the WCM, but you don't have these choices in the US or Canada. But if you're in Europe, UK and Australia or India, you might see these versions. The compact is basically just smaller, and the WCM is a new version released in February 2023. And WCM stands for water-cooled motor, which is kind of strange because all K4s have water-cooled motors. The motor capacity, the pressure and the water flow rate is not different for the compact or the WCM version. The compact and the WCM high pressure washers from Karcher are focusing on the most basic functions. So for example, the compact and WCM versions have a suction hose and not the plug and clean system, and also they only come with a very simple high pressure guns. They don't have power control and also not of the other smart control options. So they're more basic. The compact one is smaller, as the name implies, and the WCM is kind of more narrow, different design, and has this high handle, but has the same power rating and the same cleaning capacity, but does not have the special features in the high pressure control gun. If you're shopping for Karcher, maybe it's useful to know what the different words mean if you see an offer. If you see premium in the name, this means there's a pressure hose reel included instead of a simple hose holder. If the offer says home, then there should be a surface cleaner included in the bundle. And if it says car, there should be a cleaning brush, and sometimes there's also a foam nozzle included. So those are all the main differences between the K3 and the K4 high pressure washer from Karcher. What do you think? Which one is better for you? Do you go for the lighter and a little bit weaker K3 or the more high quality K4? As I mentioned before, I have some online shopping affiliate links below in the video description. I would be very happy if you use them. If you intend to order your high pressure washer online, you don't have any downsides and I get a small commission. This helps me to make more videos. But a thumbs up helps too. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel completely free of charge.